Hi kitties! It's a bit noisy in my house today, so I thought I would film outside for a change. Just doing a quick video today. I'm doing a review of a custom-made blouse from Glittertail. Now, for this blouse, I was looking for like a very specific style of blouse for NecoCon, which is in a few days, and I could not find what I wanted. There was maybe something from Innocent World I could get, something from Baby the Starshine Bride I could get, but only directly. There's nothing on Lace Market, Closet, Child, Wonder, Welt. I couldn't find anything anywhere. And it was only a month before the convention, so I couldn't go to Taobao or anything like that. So I ended up going to Glittertail. A friend of mine recommended them to me, and it was about 3 weeks out, and I said, there's no possible way that somebody could custom make me a blouse in time. But I asked them and they said, yeah, it'll take us 10 to 15 days to make it, and if you choose the fastest shipping, it'll be 10 to 15 days to ship it. And I was like, okay, that's cutting it really close, but let's do this. And so I got it both custom design that I asked for and custom sized. So we're going to see what happened. Now, I specifically said that I wanted ivory and I didn't want lace unless the lace was going to be the same color, and they said, oh yeah, that's fine, here's pictures of fabric, pictures of the lace, pictures of fabric and lace together or something. And I was like, well, I can't really tell from those pictures, but it does all look very nice. It looks like good quality lace and everything, so I'll just go with the lace. And then they contacted me back later and said, oh, we noticed that the color is very slightly different, do you still want it? And I was like, well, that was kind of nice of them to say something. And I said, I'll go ahead and still take the lace, since I had already given them the design and everything I wanted. So, there's some extra buttons floating around in there. I hope they're meant to be extra. Don't run away. The buttons, since that's the first thing I see because of that, are really lovely. I think they're gorgeous. And that's a cute tag. The buttons are metal around the edges and then a big fake pearl in the middle. And they're really cute. And they look really quality, like they're going to stand up, not like some plastic pearl buttons I've had that wear out quickly. So here is the blouse. It looks really lovely, and the sleeves are like, whoa. Yes. This looks like exactly what I wanted. It's hard to tell before I try it on. Now the only issue is I'm actually not that bothered by the lace being slightly different because it is very slightly different. But the fabric right here for the button part actually looks significantly brighter, and I don't really understand why that is, and that I don't actually like. I think it's because they used a slightly tougher fabric right here to make sure there wasn't any wear, tear, or damage to the fabric, but gotta get it the same color, so that's a little disappointing. I do see a tiny, looks like a piece of red thread is stuck on the inside there. Yeah, it's not a stain, it's a tiny piece of red thread, but it's inside and I cannot pull it out, so that's a problem. And here's a tiny brown stain. The customer service was amazing. The blouse looks to be very nice. These sleeves are kind of heavy, to be honest. I will have to see what I think when I try it on. Now I do see some flaws in the sewing here where this doesn't match up, and it doesn't look like this actually comes down far enough to cover up this stitching right here, so that is not good. So that makes me nervous. I'll have to see how this looks when I try it on. I'm disappointed that the seams don't match up. So let's see. So here's the blouse worn. The sleeves are pretty amazing, except for that if you're looking closely, it kind of sucks because these seams, you can kind of see them at certain points. But other than that, the sleeves are amazing, especially when you do this. Look at this. Okay, so I love the sleeves. Other than that, the fabric is a little tiny bit itchy, but not too uncomfortable. The fit is kind of strange. When I was ordering, they had a size chart and you could pick a size, or you could give custom measurements, and they gave a little guide to give your measurements, because it's more than just, bust and waist. They have to get your serious measurements because they're actually custom sizing a blouse, and you really shouldn't trust anyone who says they're going to custom make you something and only wants your blouse, like bust, waist, whatever. So there's a lot of measurements that go into it. I double checked the guide to make sure I knew what I was doing, and the way they measured the shoulders seemed just a little bit weird to me. So I did it anyways because that's the guide that they recommended. And when I measured my shoulder width, the measurement I got was huge. When I compared it to the size chart, I think I was like right in between a small and a medium as far as the bust and waist go. And when I compared the shoulder width that I got when I measured was larger than they would put on like an extra large. So I said that doesn't make any sense, and I double checked, and that was still the measurement I came up with when I used the guide that they recommended. So I was concerned. I didn't want to just go with the one that fit my size, because sometimes when I get clothing from China it really doesn't fit in the upper arm, so I was a little worried. So I did was I averaged the shoulder width measurement that I came up with using that guide with the one for either the small or the medium, I can't remember which, but it only makes like a centimeter of difference. So anyways, I averaged it with what it should have been according to my other measurements according to them, and what I actually got with that guide. So I think that it was still too large because first off, this doesn't want to say centered, but like if I center it, the sleeve part is like going off my shoulder almost, and it looks a bit odd to me. And also it's kind of big up towards here, so I think that that was not a measurement that I should have given them. But it's kind of weird that they would recommend a guide that does measurements a certain way, and then they don't do the measurements a certain way, so that was strange. I did add a centimeter to my other measurements, I think, in order to make sure it would fit, and I would say they were already planning to do that. It doesn't seem like it was necessary at all to do that. So I really love the lace on this blouse. I asked them what it was made of when I was asking about custom making it and everything, and they said linen and something else, so it's like not, it might look a little bit shiny, but it's not like a rayon blend or something. It's very nice, and it feels kind of soft. The fabric is alright. The buttons are really nice. Overall, the construction of this blouse, I would say, is really nice, except for the errors I have with the sleeves, the little problems I have with the sleeves. The materials, I would say, are really nice. And it's really pretty. I really do like it. And I like the length, because that means if I'm so inclined I can wear it with normal clothes. So overall, I really do like the blouse, and I think I would like to give them another try. For a custom-sized, custom design blouse, it was only $65 before shipping. The shipping is where it got pricey. The shipping for one blouse for EMS, which is fast, and I did need it fast, was $45. And when I asked them about this, they said that in their country, I think Taiwan, EMS charges like a minimum fee, and even if I had ordered 2 blouses, they said it would have been the same price. So you're going to pay a minimum of $45 for shipping if you want to go the EMS route, and definitely you want to order more than one item in that case. So in the future, I think I would like to place a group order with them, and maybe just go with the small or the medium and not do the custom sizing, because I think they did a good job of it, except for that it won't stay steady. Okay. I think they did a good job of the custom sizing, except for the thing where the guide the way the guide measured the shoulder width was just all wrong, and it wasn't the way they were doing it. So that's my only real issue with them, and slight things with the sleeves. So overall, I would say this is like a probably positive, leaning towards neutral experience, because their customer service was great, the speed was absolutely amazing, and the price, not worrying about the shipping because they can't control that, was, to be honest, amazing. If you can't get a custom made blouse for $65 anywhere else, especially not with this much detail and the lace and everything. You just can't find it. So it was definitely worth the price, even with the small issues I've had, and that's why I say it's a positive experience. So I'll show you what I'm going to wear it with.
So as you can see, the reason that I wasn't really concerned about the shoulders and it being off center for the time being is that I'm going to be wearing it with a capelet over it. So that's lucky, but I will probably fix it in the future with a little tuck in the shoulders. But, so this is what I'm going to be wearing it with for NecoCon, and it's not quite complete. I do want to add a ribbon to the capelet there, but I think it's going to look really nice and I'm very excited now. Also, here's a close-up of the issues that I have with the sleeves. As you can see, the seams don't really match up, and the seams underneath are visible where they really shouldn't be.